Hello Inc Magazine. We are joined here today by our principal, Mr. Steed, who unfortunately will be leaving us at the end of the year after how many years, sir?
7 years.
7 years. So we've asked our Inc readers if they could send in a few questions.
3 words to summarise your experience at Berkhamsted, if that's possible.
3 words. Oh, 3 words. You didn't have that. That's a new one. Is it on there? 3. I thought you said. Yeah, okay. 3 words to summarise. Hang on, you better pause. Exciting, invigorating, varied. Every day is different.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Second question. What is the key quality that you think your successor needs?
Probably stamina. It's quite a complex school to come into, and I think it takes time, and I suppose patience would be very important for them. It's a complex school. It takes time to get to know how it all works and all the different parts. It's very different to other schools, so I think it's going to be an interesting challenge.
And when will that process start of finding someone new?
I think the adverts are going out very soon this week, and then it's going to be, the process will be completed by the end of March.
Wow.
Any clues? It won't be anyone within the school?
I'm not even part of the process.
Right, so funniest moment at Berkhamsted?
Oh, definitely doing the Michael Jackson at the talent show in my first year.
Yeah,
it was just one of the funniest moments of my life, let alone at Berkhamsted. I just couldn't keep a straight face.
With the wig.
With the wig, and Mr. Charnock's officer uniform. It was great. It was a great time. Yeah.
What is your proudest moment at Berkhamsted School?
Oh, I think Les Mis. I think Les Mis was just spectacular on A level. But I think because it indicated how fast the music and the drama had come at the school, and that was incredibly proud. I think the final try at St Paul's this year with the unbeaten season. I mean, we've tried to build the sport up on the boys' side, and it's come a long way, and I think I'm very proud of that. I think it was such an amazing school. We achieve in so many areas. I mean, you look at all the things. I mean, you go back a few years, and the final of the Young Apprentice competition.
Oh, yeah.
That was an amazing occasion. Inc itself winning the Shine Awards a couple of years ago. We're performing in so many areas so well. So yeah, really, very very proud of what everyone does. It's great.
So following that, would you say that you'd achieved in your vision for the school when you first set out in year 7, or not?
Well, I think that I always felt that when I said at the time when I came to Berkhamsted, I thought it was a sleeping giant, and I to some extent they've still got some way to go, but it's a wonderful school. I mean, it's got an amazing combination of operating like a boarding school but being a day school, and it's got an amazing sort of commitment to both what goes on in the classroom and what goes on outside. So I think it's a fantastic place and a great school. So yeah, and I think one of the things we've done is to take some of those areas to the next level. So yeah, it's great. I mean, you guys have done very well.
So going on from that, what kind of legacy do you think you'll leave behind?
Well, I suppose part of it, I think, is that I suppose what I've achieved in the time I've been here is really finishing off the merger. The school was in a position, I suppose, where there was still some loose ends from 15 years earlier. So it's great now that, for example, everyone's got the same sports kit, and we've got the sort of the sort of corporate identity of being one school from age 3 to 18. I think the building of the Nash Harris was a very important milestone for the school, because I think it put the provision of girls' education onto the same par as it was for the boys, and it also meant that we were able to take more girls into the school, and therefore the sixth forms got a better ratio of boys and girls than it had before. So I think those things, I suppose, the historians would say were things that were quite important. But the growth of the sort of central operation, I mean, I think from a sort of business perspective, the school is a much more organised business than it was before. And I know some people criticise me for that, but I do think that's an important legacy for the school, that it actually now is a very well organised business operation. I think that's quite important too. So that would be part of the legacy, I guess.
Has someone begun to paint your portrait to be hung in Old Hall yet?
Do you know, I've always wanted my, I've been asked so many times where I'm going to go, because there's no obvious place, and my answer has always been I want to be painted on a chaise longue underneath Fry by the door. So I've now actually got to the point where I think they are sorting out who's going to do my portrait. It's a very odd thing to have one's portrait done, but I'm rather hoping that, I'll get the chaise longue, but I suspect that will get wrong.
Quite possibly. So what's your favourite part of the job?
I really enjoy all the bits where I get to interact with members of the school, which I don't. I love watching sport on Saturdays. I can watch sport all the time. I love our lunches, the prefects' lunches on Fridays. Over the years have been great fun and really enjoyable. I enjoy taking assemblies. I've always enjoyed doing that. That's the nearest thing I get to teaching these days. So yes, they're always the best bits when you're sort of out and about around the school watching you guys do stuff. That's always the best bit.
So you've been here for 7 years, sir. A lot's happened. Any regrets?
No, it's not regrets. I think the whole direction of travel's been good. I mean, it's not always been good times. I mean, there are things I would do differently. I think I've learnt a lot along the way about how to do mergers and manage people through change. But they're always, the thing about schools is they reflect true life. So there are good times and bad times. There are times when people have great triumphs, and there are times when people go through periods of sadness, and that's the nature of schools and the nature of life. So, yeah, I mean, there are always things one looks back on and think of as low points. I mean, Harry Faulkner dying, Alex, and so on recently. These are terrible times for school communities. Chris Dutton dying was another low point, but then you look at the great triumphs as well alongside that, and look at all the successes and things, and on the whole they outweigh it by miles. So, yeah.
And looking forward, what are you most looking forward to in Dubai?
Well, you can't beat the idea of living in the sunshine and the idea of a villa with a pool and living in sunshine. I think it'd be it's a very interesting city. It's a very vibrant place. It's one of the most interesting, vibrant cities in the world. I'm really looking forward to watching a lot of live sport out there. The IPL, and get out to the Dubai Sevens and those sorts of things. So yeah, it could be really, really good fun. A nice challenge ahead.
Fantastic. Any messages or words of advice for the students?
Well, I think you're going out into quite a tough world, to be honest, and I think if you can take the principles that you guys have here, which is to sort of work hard and play hard, and, through university and into life, I think you'll do really well. But the moment you sort of stop doing that, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So I think I say it every year at Vale, you need a 2-1, to get a job, and you need to keep going. You probably need to get some professional qualifications, but life's for living, and get out there and do it.
And as Vale, is that going to be an emotional day for you?
Yeah, I think it'll be an emotional day for all of us, won't it? I mean, we've been on a 7-year journey, and it's been a great time. It is lovely to be leaving with a year group, and to have seen you guys through. So no, it's always sad to leave, but I'm not leaving to go and do nothing. I'm leaving to go and do something, a new challenge, and so are you. So I'm sure we'll do well.
Well, that was everything from us. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
I think we just need to record how surreal this interview has been. So I think you just need to pan down onto Xavier's legs and think, why are we doing the interview here?
Apologies.